Kris Krohn here with REI TV, and today we're talking about short sales and how they work. So short sales can be an amazing way for you to get your hands on a fantastic deal, but it can also be a tremendous waste of time. First of all, what is a short sale? Bottom line, there's millions of mortgages out here in the United States, and from time to time people default, right? They get behind on their payments, and the bank says, all right, the foreclosure process from state to state is different, but it's usually a lengthy process. And the bank says, that's me waiting a long time and going through a lot of proceedings and legal this and that's to finally get my money and really resume control of the property. So what a bank will do is when they see that someone starts getting behind on a payment, they're going to try and cut a deal so they can evade the foreclosure process if possible and shorten what that looks like. What they'll do is they'll allow the seller of the home to actually list it on the market at a reduced price, contingent upon the bank getting approval. Normally they're going to list it for a very low price. So maybe there's a house worth $200,000. Maybe they owe $200,000 on it, which means there's how much equity? None. But they might have approval from the bank to consider a short sale, so they might list it for $100,000. Let me ask you, if you were to see a home available for $100,000 worth $200,000, might you want to put an offer on it? Well, of course you would. But you need to look for those magic words, short sale. It doesn't mean that the home will sell for $100,000, but it does mean that 100,000 people are going to put an offer on that home. And then what the owners will do is they'll take all of those offers to the bank and say, look at all of these people willing to buy this home. The bank might choose to comb through them and basically take the very best offers, and they'll come back and say, all right, everyone submit us a highest and best offer. And once in a while, you get to be the winning bid. And we'll talk in a moment about that bidding process, but understand this, you might have to make 100 short sale offers just to win one. So the bad news is that's a lot of effort. That's really not my style. On the other hand, if you do get a winning bid, there's a good chance that it's a really good deal and that there's going to be tens and tens of thousands of dollars of equity if you do it right. So how would you go about winning a bid if you wanted to? If you want something done right, are you getting it by now? Don't do it yourself. Leverage a team of experts. So when you find these short sales, have realtors sticking their nose in the game. Have them putting offers out. Work with a team. I have a team that will write 100 short sale offers every single week. And they're not using my money. They're not using my signature. They're actually just gathering up all of these deals. And then should one or two of them 6 months later actually come through, guess who gets notified first? Me. Leverage. Every part of the game of real estate is really about leverage, and there's a way for everyone to win in the deal, so let them win. And so if you are a control freak and want to be in the driver's seat, you could find yourself running around looking at houses, writing offers. I skipped that entire process. And frankly, if you want to learn more about that, then hit the link below where you can actually access my team and let them write 100 offers every week on your behalf. Short sales, good or bad? Well, on the one hand, I've made a lot of money doing short sales. On another hand, I've wasted a lot of time working on short sales. So ultimately, be smart about your approach. With what I shared earlier, I got a team that steps in, and I can bid on short sales all day long if I'm not involved, because they're after earning their commission and making that happen, and I'll do those deals all day long. The moment I personally have to get in the mix to make that happen, that's way too much work, that's way too much looking, and that's way too much waiting. And for me, the deal of the decade comes along how often? Every day. So don't wait for 3 months or 6 months or 9 months for a short sale to go through when you could be making something happen right now.